Hello everyone, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So, a bit of a weird day to release a video on the 31st. I don't usually do that, but I wanted this video up the last like 2 days. I've just been so busy doing work stuff, trying to catch up on things and stuff. So, yeah, it's going up a little bit earlier than my usual uploads, but on the 31st. I hope it's okay. And yes, it is an autumnal build, as you can probably tell from the surroundings. I actually had forgotten all about recording this build. I did it at the end of November, I think, and then I cannot recall, I think it's because the new pack came out, I just completely forgot that I had this in my capture folders. And so I noticed it like before Christmas actually, but unfortunately I've had like a super messy December. I've both been sick, I've had family visiting, I've had a freaking what's it called, eye infection at some point. Like it's been a little bit of a mess. Like I've been out of commission for like 10 days of the month and then gone for 5 days, which is already half of the month, like just gone. So it's been a bit of a weird one, and so never got to actually finish the video and upload it and everything, but hello, here it is. So hope you guys will like it, regardless of it being autumnal or not. I do have this like need to build something wintry, so that'll probably happen in January. Winter is not over yet, so we got plenty of that left, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. So yeah, you can expect some winter builds going up on the channel. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very, not to like reminisce over the past year and stuff, but since it is the 31st of December, we'll just talk about it a little bit, I suppose, but it's been a bit of a, at least like, or especially these past like 6 months for me have been super strange. And so I'm like super ready for a new year. I'm not one of those that believe like things just magically change at the start of a new year. Don't really think so, but it does feel different anyway. I do think there's something like I do think there's something to it. I just don't think that you still have to put some work in, if you get what I mean. So it's not like a resolution thing either, because I never really do those. But I still feel like there's like an attitude change maybe, or it's like sometimes you just need like the start of a new week. Sometimes you need the start of a new month, and sometimes you do need a start of a whole new year. So I'm ready to kind of leave this year behind, to be honest. I've talked about this before, but it's been a bit of a, for me mentally, like not necessarily like a great year, especially these like past, when did it start? September? I think these past like 3 months have been, well, really started in September. It's probably been, there's been like a gradual, was a worsening, I suppose, before that, but I've just been down in the dumps. So I'm ready to just move on from it. You know what, like, I just need like, I feel better. I just need this to also be kind of like following, I don't know how to explain this, but hopefully you guys can make some sort of meaning, or like maybe you can interpret my words in some way so that it makes sense, because I don't really know how to phrase it. I think what I'm trying to say is like going through like bouts of depression, it's hard to also feel creative, for me at least personally. So I've been through several like builder's blocks throughout, especially the past like 4 months, and so I'm just kind of ready to just be over that, be past that, if you will, and have had this like, especially here after Christmas, have had this like new wave of motivation and inspiration and stuff. So I'm ready to cling on to that so we can get some great builds out there. I just hope that as soon as I sit down and start recording that it's not going to hit me again, because that's happened a couple of times. So yeah, but anyway, I don't want to sit here and talk about it too much because it's going to sound like I'm feeling sorry for myself. So, but I think, honestly, I think that's okay too sometimes. It's okay to feel sorry for yourself if you're not feeling great. But I also know that it bothers some of you guys out there, so just to let you know, yes, I'm a human with feelings and struggles, but anyway, it's a whole thing, so. But I'm ready. I'm ready to just 2024, even though that sounds crazy. What the heck? 2024, what is this? A sci-fi? Like what? So crazy. So yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Let's just ignore the number and just go into the new year. We're starting on a Monday. What is this? So surreal. This is a sci-fi. I swear, we're living a sci-fi right now. But I should probably talk a little bit about the build before this video is over because it's a pretty short one since we're only building a tiny slash micro house. You can probably tell that there's a whole lot of not a lot of tiles to this house. So a whole lot of not tiles, I was about to say, and then I realized that that doesn't make any sense. So there's not a lot of tiles in this house, and so I would kind of call it a micro home, but I can't remember. It's a 32 tiles. I don't ever use the tile counter anymore. Plus there's a greenhouse on this lot, so that's gonna mess it up anyway. So just keep that in mind, but it's definitely a super tiny one. And so it's not off the grid, which is why it's in no, that's not parentheses. Apostrophes. No, that's not what it's called. Bunny ears. I'm going to call it bunny ears. Okay. That's why it's in bunny ears in the title. It's because it's not actually gameplay wise an off the grid house. You can make it that if you want to. You're completely free to do that. I haven't put down, what is it you need for that? A water collector thing, and I haven't put down the solar panels, but like you could easily place those on the lot if you want to and turn it into like a proper off the grid house. I just wanted to build something that had like the vibe of off the grid, if that makes sense. So that's why the bunny ears. I'm not claiming this is off the grid. I'm just claiming that it has the vibe of an off the grid house. So sometimes you just want to do something like that, like just have a little bit of creative fun. You know what I mean? It is play tested. Just want to say, because there was a whole situation earlier this month on Twitter, but it is play tested. However, also want to point out that builders, when play testing, you can't spend hours play testing a house. So I usually play test areas that will come off as, or look maybe a little bit like they could cause some issues. And especially like rooting around the house, I'll do that very like every single, if there's two items that are just like a little bit close to each other, I'll play test that. But it also kind of depends on, sometimes it just messes up when you guys download houses and place them down, and I don't know why. There's nothing we can do about it. So even if it is play tested and you download it and it doesn't work for you, that's just the thing, and I can't troubleshoot it for you. Just want to say as well, like I can't do that. But you're kind of gonna have to do that yourself. But this is play tested, and it should function. In my game, it functions, as you can see. It's whenever I build a tiny house, I play test, especially rooting stuff, so much. Because I know that I tend to place my furniture quite close, and I know that Sims are a little bit weird sometimes when it comes to rooting. And so I play tested a lot, just want to say. But yeah, I remember that being a whole thing on Twitter. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it anymore. I think builders are allowed to build what they want to build, and that's that on that. But of course, I gotta say that because I'm also a builder, so of course that would be my opinion. Oh, also, speaking of playtesting, the bed should be accessible from both sides, so it is technically for two Sims, but you can also just have one Sim living here if you want to. It's built in Windenburg, and I think it's on a 20 by 20. It's in, well, as soon as I knew that I was going to build something autumnal, I remember this. I built this house like a month ago. How do I remember this? But as soon as I knew that I wanted to build something autumnal, I instantly went to the forest area in Windenburg just because it's so beautiful with the autumnal trees. This is so outdated because it's not autumn anymore. But am I slightly bothered that I forgot that I built this house? Yes. But it's my fault, so. But I just knew that I wanted to build in Windenburg. This area is so gorgeous. The trees are red and orange, and the trees that I placed on the ground as well, or on the lot, red and orange, and it's so pretty. So I don't know. I like building autumnal houses a lot more than winter houses. I think it's because everything just kind of looks white when you build in snow, which makes sense because snow is white, unless someone peed in it, but you know, details. So I don't know. Everything, if you look at like, it's more like you can't see the roof texture, for example. The plants look dead. There's no greenery because the plants look dead. They look like twigs. And if you look at the house from afar, you can barely like point it out because it's just white. It's just white. So I don't know, but we'll build a couple of them. I kind of want to do something like modern with or contemporary maybe with snow as well. So I'm gonna have to look. I don't even know, how do ponds work during the winter? Do they freeze over? I don't even know. It's gonna be a whole new exploring phase for me. Actually, I might have used the pond tool before during winter, but I just cannot remember. Well, I guess we'll see. Also, they do have a greenhouse. I kind of wanted to make sure that they could, the idea was that they could do their own or grow their own vegetables. Apparently, I don't know why I said apparently. That was the idea. So they have their own greenhouse as well, so they can like fix all that plantsy stuff, you know. So that's what this is for. Like a little shed. Because in reality, it's not actually a greenhouse. It's more like a shed. A plantsy shed. A plant shed? A green shed, maybe. That could be a thing. Let's go with that. So, yeah, but anyway, we are nearing the end. Sorry for the rambling. It's also late, so I needed to ramble a little bit. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Also, I didn't get to say, but for those of you who celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a lovely one. And I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves today and staying safe and enjoying if you're celebrating New Year's. Love to hear all about it, by the way, so let me know how it's going, if you got any plans. But that is all I got for you guys today. So if you like this house, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, the trade files can be found over on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. But that is all I got for you guys today, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Want your attention. This time it is for real. Oh baby, love me like you do.